What was even worse, Mr Hollowbone, was that it was the schools serving the most disadvantaged and deprived intakes that were suffering some of the greatest funding pressures. The local newspaper, The Messenger, reported that 4 of the 5 worst affected schools in Trafford in terms of losing funding were in my constituency, including Broad Oak School and Lostock College, which serve particularly disadvantaged intakes and who've suffered a real-term loss in funding of almost £1,000 per pupil since 2015. But we do need to address a funding formula that still is not delivering for poorer and more disadvantaged communities in overall wealthier authorities, that it can't be right that additional funding announced by the Secretary of State last year for grammar schools to expand has in no way benefited the poorest or most disadvantaged children in my constituency. Indeed, the funding that has been secured for Trafford hasn't even gone to a school in my constituency, but into the constituency next door. All the evidence I have seen shows that those schools, those grammar schools, educate a lower proportion of children with special educational needs, a lower proportion of children on free school meals, a lower proportion of children who need the very best education if they're to achieve their full potential. And I strongly urge the Minister to look again at whether putting funding into the grammar system in this way is the best way of improving the life chances of our poorest and most high-need kids.